Okay guys, so this video is an update on what's been going on recently in the markets. We're going to first have a look at Bitcoin here on the daily. But first, I must say that none of what I'm about to say should be taken as financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. Now first, let's have a look here at Bitcoin on the daily. I previously mentioned about these, I've spoken about these 6 green candles in my recent video. No, the video before that. And I want you guys to take a look at it. How do you guys spot a short squeeze or a pump and dump? This is your classic pump and dump right here. Look at the shape of it. Do you guys see how narrow it is in comparison to these others? These are more wide. These are normal. But look how narrow this is right here. Do you see that? Yeah, that's how you spot an obvious short squeeze like a pump and dump. This was deliberately done. So what basically occurred was this started around October, right? Whoever did this, they said, you know what? It's October. And everyone in the markets is expecting an Uptober. You see, they're expecting October to be good, to be green. They said, okay, let's play along. And they started it, and then they decided that, you know what, let's dump on them. Guys, this was ruthless. Look at this move right here. I mean, anyone that has any experience with charts, from they look at it, they know that this right here was manufactured. This was a clear pump and dump. Just by how narrow it is. Look at that, man. That is wild. Somebody deliberately did that. You see, this was an obvious short squeeze. And so in this one move from $26,000, look at this drop. From $126,000, Bitcoin tumbled down to $105, guys. That is wild. That's insanity. This one move right here liquidated $19 billion. $19 billion worth of liquidations, guys. That's like a historic number. We've never seen anything like that in the markets. That's historic liquidations right there, guy. And if you think that this is anything, if you all out there think that this is anything, you haven't seen anything yet. You just wait until you see what they have planned, what they have cooked up for the rest of the markets, which is coming very soon. But personally, I've told you before, you can't only rely on technical analysis in the markets because of the amount of manipulation that's going on. You can't do that. Otherwise, you're going to get wrecked. You know, you'll end up losing out. First and foremost, you have to seek God. You have to seek the Lord first. Hear what he's saying. And I'm so grateful that he had beforehand showed me that candle going up to 133,000. So me personally, you see, I'm looking for Bitcoin to reach at least that number, at least 133,000 before I can consider thinking about the crash and the crashes that he has shown me. And it went very close, 126, but not quite. Let's put it here on the monthly. It went very close, but it's not quite there yet. Look at all of these. Look at all of these wicks. These wicks tell a sign, guys. They tell a sign that the market is running out of steam. That's what they tell me. You see. That's what they're telling me. But anyhow, so with this latest move with Bitcoin, I'm expecting, because of what like I said, because what Yah had revealed to me, I'm expecting, even if it crashes further, I'm expecting it to have a bounce somewhere. It may bounce, come down to this line here at 100 or slightly lower, possibly 98, who knows? Has some support right there around 98, 97. It may come down here and have a bounce and continue on its next leg up to that prophetic number, 133,000 at least. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I mentioned before that after I see that number, I'm going to start setting up my low buy orders. By the way, listen, if I were you guys, right now, even right now, currently, I would make sure that I have some money on the side and set up my low limit buy orders from now, because it's pretty close to those numbers. If I were you, I would start setting up my low limit buy orders. I would, as I've been telling you from the start with this channel, get the heck out of these blue chip coins, because the whales for these coins are going to start dumping on you guys. And you guys see what just happened yesterday. They've just given you a taste of what will occur, and that's nothing in comparison to when Bitcoin really starts to tumble. You've only seen a taste of how fast and how low these coins can grow in the crash. So that's coming. Prepare yourselves. Get out of these blue chip coins. They've already pumped so high already, a lot of them. Position yourselves in the prophetic meme coins that have crashed, that have already flatlined and are already at zero. You see, at 10 or 11 zeros, the prophetic ones, that is, because many of them are going to be wiped out in the crash. And also have cash on the side, because the cryptocurrency buffet is loading. It is coming. Do you guys see what's happening in the markets? This is just a sign of what's coming, guys. Yeah, so I am looking for at least right here, 133. Whenever I see this, I can go ahead and make a video and call it that I'm going to say that, listen, I believe that anytime after now, anytime after this number here, you see that? 133,000. I'm carefully looking for this number. Anytime after Bitcoin has reached that point, the flash crash to quite literally zero can occur based off of what Yad revealed to me. So I'm looking for this number here. I'm looking for this number because it's coming, guys. It's coming. Do you think that was accident? This move yesterday was accident? They deliberately did this. Trump, he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew how the market was going to react. You see, so all of this is being orchestrated. It's being manufactured. You see, and like I said, this is nothing in comparison to what they have planned, because they plan to bring Bitcoin down to nothing. The whole markets, they plan to reset it, to wipe out everyone. That is their plan. And this is just a warning for you guys. Okay, so that's Bitcoin on the monthly. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at some other coins that suffered yesterday. First up, let's check out Shiba Inu. Listen, guys. By the time that I was finished making that Shiba Inu video that I even planned to post it here on Saturday morning, I made it, I think it was Thursday. And then Friday, which was yesterday, it started playing out. My goodness, not even a day, not even a full day afterwards. And it started playing out, because this is what I was mentioning in the video. I saw this winding up. I'm very, very, very familiar with this price movement right here. And that's a result of my years of experience, with charts and stuff. So I recognized that a big move was coming. I wasn't entirely sure which direction it was going in, but I was more leaning towards down, as I've mentioned, as I've told you guys. And that's the reason why I didn't even buy into Shiba Inu. I decided to wait and set buy limit orders instead. Now, Shiba Inu tumbled down to 5056. Look, guys, this is what I want to say concerning this here. Again, with the dream where I saw Bitcoin went up to 133,000, even at that price, Shiba Inu didn't do anything. So even if Bitcoin continues to pump a little, whatever it pumps we're going to have with Shiba Inu, it's going to be minor. And like I said, I'm not interested in that. And from what occurred yesterday, we saw that when Bitcoin tumbled, Shiba Inu tumbled with it. So we have experience. We know that it will tumble with Bitcoin. Guys, whenever that Bitcoin crash comes, what do you think will occur with Shiba Inu? If it tumbles this much, and Bitcoin hasn't even started crashing as yet, what do you think will occur with this coin? Now, for the ones who have gotten in here, like I've said before, this is not at all financial advice. You'll have to decide what you will do for yourselves. But personally, I'm staying clear from Shiba Inu. I'm in low limit buy orders. Low limit buy orders at 6, 7, and 8 zeros. Yes, and this is all based off of what Yah himself had showed me. You see, so for you who have purchased in here, it's entirely up to you. I can't tell you what to do. If you're planning on holding long term, you'll be fine. The markets can dip and then later on it will rebound very quickly. That is up to you if you want to do that. But personally, I remember at the time, I was very frustrated because I didn't know where to set my low Shiba Inu buy orders. And so I remember for days, I've been asking the Lord in prayer, like, where should I set my Shiba Inu low buy orders? Give me like a price, a number for Shiba Inu low buy orders. And guess what, guys? It was not 0.5. It wasn't 505. He gave me. No. The Lord showed me Shiba Inu crashing. As a matter of fact, when I saw this chart here, it was starting to look very familiar. It was starting to look like my dream, guys. Look at this. It reminded me of my dream. Because this is what occurred in my dream. Shiba Inu was crashing. It crashed, and then it consolidated a little, and then it continued to crash even further, then consolidated again, and started crashing even further below. That's what was happening in my dream. That's what I saw. It was crashing in stages, going lower and lower until, to my amazement, guys, in the dream, Shiba Inu crashed down to zero. And now I've received like 1,000 different questions as to what do I mean when I say zero? Simply put, it was less than 10 zeros. That's not what I saw in the dream, but this is for your understanding to let you know how low it went. It went actually lower than that. It went to the point where it was worthless, having absolutely no value at all. It crashed down to nothingness, to zero. And I know many of you guys probably, find it difficult to believe this. I can't, because I saw it. Both it and Bitcoin. Perhaps they will do it at the same time. I don't know. Because I saw the visions separately. I saw Bitcoin crashing to zero in one vision. I saw Shiba Inu crashing to zero in another vision. But I saw it, guys. And to make it even better, I'm not going to say worse, I remember that Saturday night. It was a Saturday night. I'll never forget. In the morning, I woke up. God had given another sister. So we both had the same dream about Shiba Inu on the very same night of Shiba Inu crashing to zero. Zero, guys. So that's God giving a confirmation and letting me know that this is coming. This is a concrete confirmation that this will surely occur. So that's my stance on Shiba Inu, guys. It will crash much further than this. Here's my warning. This is what to look out for. So we see that as having this little rebound here. Pay attention to Shiba Inu. Watch it in the coming moves for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts to pump up to 133, 150, and then it starts to pump, the ones that are in it, I guess you can, ride it up further. But watch this, check this out. If it fails to pass, at least up here where it was consolidating, if it fails to pass the 401, 2, or 13 area, and then proceeds to go up, like maybe do something like this up here, and then go back down further to down here, you know what that means? That would be my dream literally playing out. This is what that would mean, guys. I can't tell you what to do, but it would mean that Shiba Inu is on its way to zero. Yes, if it fails to surpass its right around this area, the 404 to 402 area. If it fails up there and continues to crash below here, we're at right here. If it fails and continues to crash below 5059 and continues down here, guys, Shiba Inu is going straight down to zero. It's going to crash, consolidate, and then crash even further. All is heading right down to zero is what I'm trying to say, so that you guys can understand. So watch it carefully. If it drops below right here, 5059, it's heading down to zero. So set your low limit buy orders, be in position, because as you've seen for yourselves, whenever these things occur, they happen very, very fast. Now, I don't want to make this video too long, so let's quickly have a look at Lunc. Wow, look at this, guys. Remember I said in my Lunc video that Lunc could crash further. I think I shared this brother's dream that he had seen it crash down to 405, he said. I don't remember. I don't recall. But he said something like 405, and then he saw 10 zeros. Now, in my understanding, I believe that that will occur quite possibly when Bitcoin is crashing further down to 50,000. Yes, look, Lunc flash crash down to, wow, 401. Now, listen up, guys. Lunc has a bigger move to 1 cent that is coming. And that's what we need to find out. Has it already crashed the lowest that it can crash? Personally, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think that after Bitcoin is topped out and starts to crash significantly, especially going down towards the 50K area, I think that's the that's a perfect area for it to start pumping. So while it is coming down, I believe that Lunc could literally, like that brother has seen, go down to 10 zeros. It could flash crash down to 10 zeros, guys. That's my personal belief. That's my belief. This is my opinion. So yes, that's what I believe. I know that a move to 1 cent is coming. And I also believe that the ones that have gotten in here, they've gotten in at a good price as well. So if they're willing to hold long term, they'll be fine. That 1 cent move is coming. And if they're willing to hold long term, you guys will be fine. That's what I believe as well. But also, like I said, Bitcoin is very near to topping out. And whenever that occurs and it starts to tumble, you see how fast it can tumble and how fast it can affect these other coins. These other coins moves in reaction to Bitcoin. It could very well go down to 10 zeros. It could, just like what Shiba Inu is about to do. And you notice that it looks very much like Shiba Inu. They crashed in unison. So what does that tell you? It's like painting a picture of what's about to occur. That's what God is showing you guys. It's like he's giving you an idea of how it's about to play out. So both Lunc and Shiba Inu, you see, will crash together whenever Bitcoin is. As a matter of fact, the entire market, the whole markets will tumble. You see, some more than others. The prophetic meme coins, they aren't going that far because they're already at zero. Many of them are already at 10, 11 zeros. And these other coins have had their day, but those other prophetic meme coins, they haven't even pumped yet. They have been just flatlined this whole time. So their day is coming. Now next, let's quickly have a look at XRP. Look, you see, the whole of them, they look the exact same. Look at this. Look at that. All three of these coins that I just pulled up, SHIB, Lunc, and XRP, it's all painting a picture of what's getting ready to occur. Now, when I see this, you know what came to mind? In my recent video, the one I did about XRP, of, what was it called? Only purchase XRP after it has crashed to these numbers. You guys remember that video? I just recently posted it. In that video, I'm going to post the picture here so you guys can see it. This brother had a dream that God had shown him a chart for XRP. And this, it appears to start looking like what he had seen on that picture that Yah had shown him. It's a crash for XRP, a waterfall crash going all the way down. So yes, guys, as concerning XRP, it's just like I stated for all of the blue chips. Could it continue to pump from here? If Bitcoin pumps up to 133 and 150, sure it could, yes. But that's not the kind of pump that one should be looking for at all. What would be the wisest move would to have cash and set up some low limit buy orders for that inevitable, and I say inevitable because it is sure to come. Set up some low limit buy orders for XRP down at my buy price at 10 cents, 9 cents, like that brother had seen, in preparation for this waterfall crash that's coming for XRP. A lot of people out there, they don't believe that such a thing can occur because clearly, I don't know, maybe they some of them, honestly, some people have idolized this coin like they've idolized Bitcoin, and as a result, they can't see it because they've idolized the coins. But guys, these are man-made creations. They're fugazi, you see. They're illusions. For me, they can go to zero in a whim. Not because I just believe that they can go to zero. I'm not only saying that because I believe they can go to zero. I've seen them, guys. I've seen so many dreams of Bitcoin crashing to zero and several other cryptos going to zero as well. I've seen Bitcoin crash on Coinbase exchange and several other cryptos went to zero with it. And it actually went to sub-zero, below zero, minus, that's negative zero. And it pulled several other cryptos down there with it. So yes, this is coming. And the ones who are going to better take advantage are the ones who have cash or low limit buy orders to grab up XRP at those prices, because we all know that afterwards, it's going to spike very violently. This XRP coin, it's going to spike at some point in Bitcoin's crash. It's going to spike in reaction to Bitcoin when the liquidity shifts, and it's easily going to go to $500. This coin is easily going to spike up to $500. As a matter of fact, it may do that in one day or a couple of days. This XRP, it may spike up in one day to $500 in one day or 2 days. XRP will do that. And it's going to be in reaction to Bitcoin. As I've stated before, you can't expect any significant pumps from any of these blue chips until Bitcoin crashes. Bitcoin alone holds 2 point something trillion in its market cap. And if it pumps up to like 133 to 150, it will reach up to like 3 trillion, at least $3 trillion for just Bitcoin alone. So whenever it starts to tumble down to like 50, 20,000, all of those trillions of dollars, where do you think it's going to go? It has to go somewhere. Guys, there will be no significant wealth transfer until the king falls, until Bitcoin tumbles significantly, because that's where the money is coming. So in a way, Bitcoin is setting up the wealth transfer. It itself, in a major way, is setting up the wealth transfer. It's not alone, of course, because other blue chips have big market caps as well, which many whales in these other blue chips, XRP, ADA, and these big other blue chips, they're going to dump and they're going to buy into these prophetic meme coins. So in this way, this is how the wealth transfer is being prepared. Bitcoin is not sucking up all of this liquidity for no reason. It's going to eventually dump it into these prophetic meme coins, and that's how the wealth transfer is going to take place in that way. That's one of the ways, because there's just not enough liquidity in the the stable coins, Tether and USDC, to serve Bitcoin and all of these other blue chips that has such large market caps. So there you have it, guys, for XRP. What else can we quickly take a look at? Let's save Tiger for last. ETN, look at this, guys. Look at that dump. Very delicious dump here in ETN. What if I tell you that personally, I'm still even waiting for a lower price for ETN. I'm saving my ETN money specifically, you see, because I intend to jump in probably at 0.001. Hopefully it gets down there, 0.001. That would be an excellent buy price for ETN. But it has crashed low here, guys. If Bitcoin starts to tumble, it will crash even lower. Yes, I've mentioned it many times before, that basically no coin is immune to Bitcoin whenever it starts to crash. Which coin is immune to Bitcoin's crash? I've only seen certain anomalies in the past. In the past, when Bitcoin had pumped up to $19,000 and that was the top, it was the peak, I saw a coin called Red Coin that started to pump immediately in reaction to its top. So in the very day, the very hour that it topped, Red Coin bottomed. And then Bitcoin starts to tumble heading towards $1,000, heading all the way down to $1,000. Red Coin bottomed and start to pump heading towards, what was it, 2 or 3 cents? So I saw that in the past, and that may very well occur again. But to find out which, it's going to be some meme coins, guys. To find out which coins are going to do that, that's the trick. That information you have to go to God for. He has to reveal this. You'll never know by yourself. So I believe that's going to occur again, guys. You're going to have coins that are going to mark the top of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin tops, they're going to bottom, and they're going to pump in reaction to Bitcoin's crash. Others, they're going to start pumping at some point during Bitcoin's crash. At some point. At some level. Okay. So let's go ahead and check out BNB Tiger. So we can see that BNB Tiger is holding its own. To be honest, it moved from the time that Bitcoin started to crash, it moved from around 11.08 and it came down to 11.05. In comparison to all of these other coins, it hasn't really moved, guys. It's still holding. And why do you think that is? It hasn't done any significant pump as yet. It's at 11 zeros and it's still at 11 zeros. It hasn't really moved. So Bitcoin's crash is going to hardly affect these coins. But this is no ordinary coin. This is, as I've told you, it's a prophetic meme coin. And at some point, and because we don't know which point that is, at some point during Bitcoin's crash, it's going to pump in reaction to Bitcoin crashing. And because nobody knows when the exact time or hour that is, it is incredibly dangerous to be out of this coin. I wouldn't recommend anyone being out of this coin, because the strategy that I've taken is to make sure that I have the specific amount that I want and to leave it, lock it, leave it, forget it. Don't even consider selling any of this coin, because it's not profitable at all to sell. Once you've purchased BNB Tiger, it's not profitable, because you have to remember that 7% sell tax, and I think it has a buy tax as well. So each time you buy or sell, there's a huge amount that's coming out of your capital, and you don't want that. So you just purchase and you hold until the time comes for you to take profits. Don't be buying and selling, jumping in and out. You're losing. Don't do that. Purchase and hold. Only the diamond hands alone will take advantage of this coin. So BNB Tiger looks good. It looks very well. You see, it has come down this far. You know what's coming next for this coin. As soon as it takes out its all-time high, it's gone into price discovery. And as I've mentioned before, I've told you, this coin has a 28,000% pump that is coming. The 287, I think it was, percent, that has been fulfilled very quickly. The next one that's coming is the 28,000% pump. That is coming, guys. You guys don't want to miss it. Whoever miss out on that pump, they're going to regret it dearly. It would have been better if they never heard about this coin. So there you have it, guys. Let's look for that move. This is all market manipulation. Don't you see it? Look at this. It's been consolidation. It's been consolidating in this range for literally weeks now. And look, see, look how it bounced off this line right here. But we still could come down further. You see, it could come down further down here. And then have a bounce to what I believe is final leg up for Bitcoin. And then after we see that, we know that any point, at any time, the crypto buffet is coming. And to you guys that have been in anything else other than the prophetic meme coins, it is time to get out. Look at this, guys. They've liquidated so many people. $19 billion just wiped out of the markets. They've done that deliberately, giving you a foreshadow, just a small taste of what they're capable of. I'm telling you, they're going to crash Bitcoin down to zero. Yes, they can do it. Don't think that they can't. The whales, the Bitcoin whales, the XRP whales, the Ethereum whales, they're going to dump, and they know when they're going to dump. You don't. You don't, but they know. You'll just go to your bed one night and wake up in the morning and everything has been wiped out. And there's been a huge massacre with a lot of people have lost so much money. So you guys want to be very, very careful. Be vigilant. Look out for Bitcoin. Look out for that prophetic number. I'm going to take my steps whenever I see it. Like I mentioned before, it doesn't have to be exactly 133,000 for the top of Bitcoin. It could go to 150. The point is for me to know that after it is past that point, anytime after that, not before, but after that, I can expect the crash down to zero. You see. So there you have it, guys. This video is already too long. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you all so that you may know what I'm thinking in regards to these latest move in the markets. So you guys, please take care. Peace. Shalom. Until next time.